Hello, hello, hello. The mountain bike is here. And it is wicked. Are you ready?
Attention, baby.
Welcome back to video 2 of my YouTube channel. Yep, still need a wider lens. Do you guys want to see what I've propped the camera up on? This is for off-season, obviously. What I actually learnt was in my last video. I went like this. Need to stop that. Can't help it. I'm just expressions, you know, body language. Walking around again. This week is hectic for me, and it's only Tuesday. I'm in a different room, yeah. I've spoken about I'm doing this Lifetime Grand Prix. Like, everyone's probably thinking, can she even ride a bike? Can I? Sometimes. No. Where did my cycling career begin? How did I get into cycling? My family is mad for sport. So my dad, good old Bernie Shrewsbury, he was quite well known back in the triathlon days. And then everyone's who's a cyclist gonna be like, oh my God, she's a triathlete. I'm a cyclist, don't worry. My sport did start as swimming. So me and my brother were both swimming at like national level. He is 3 years older than me. Obviously got to go to swim squad before me and everything. I got really jealous, but me, being me, was like, Mum, I'm starting. 5-year-old me was like, I'm 6, let me go swimming. Absolutely loved it. Obviously got very competitive very quick in my lane, you know, when you're like scratching around each other's feet, like, yeah, I'm faster, let me through. Then they found out about my age. I got snitched on that I was only 5 years old. Got kicked out, didn't I? Did I return? Absolutely. Running as well, went to a mega school, got chucked into everything to be honest. And then having an older brother, and I had 5 male cousins around me, so it was all very testosterone, competitive. Then I was like the little female cousin that just like, yeah, I can be a footballer, I can be an army girl, I can be a swimmer, I can be a runner, I can roll in mud, I can do this. So you could say I was a tomboy, maybe. But I did like innocent stuff as well, like, didn't like Barbie. I liked, like, what did I like? Dolls. I was just not Barbie. Barbie wasn't my thing. So off subject here. Anyway, sport, back to sport, back to sport. That's what I'm good at, kind of. So yeah, swimming, running, did that at national level. Loved being with people and doing sport. I still do, like that's never changed. I think the biggest thing about sport, people you meet, the friends you meet, networking, sport is just amazing. You can be having the worst day, jump on your bike, go for a swim, just feels so much better. Like maybe that's more personal because I do sport. If you're having a bad day, trust me, go out for a walk, even if it's just walk to a coffee shop. Being in the fresh air, vitalising. Oh, look at me. Yeah, so I was a swimmer, runner. When you're younger, you're like, oh, talent ID for triathlon. Went down that road, hated the bike. Like, hated the bike. Then, as I got a bit older, went to college, found some alcohol. We've all been there. Just enjoyed having fun with my friends, I suppose. Then I was working at John Lewis alongside college, and I was like, yep, that's me. I'm gonna be a manager at John Lewis and go to the gym daily. One day, I just burst into tears. I cried. Mum, what the hell am I doing? After I cried a little bit, realised I didn't want to work in John Lewis for the rest of my life. Mum was like, apply for uni, go do something different. So I did. University in Oxford. That's what I tell my nan, Oxford Brooks. I'd rather be a poly. Okay, there's a song to it basically. Brooks, it's just step down on the old educational side versus Oxford. It's all about balance. Another funny story. Thought I was going to do events and marketing. Then I rocked up first day, like, Danny, you're the only person on the course that hasn't filled in the form for your chef whites. I was like, Mum, chef whites? Why do I need chef whites? Danny, did you read fully what your course is about? No. Turns out, hospitality management. I had to be head chef. Went from beans on toast, eating the beans out the pan because then it saves up washing up. If you've been to uni, you know about that life. All of a sudden I had to be head chef for 60 people. Yeah, that's what happened to me. Smashed it, I have to say. You know, just yelling to my sous chefs, I'll have 4 lambs. Focus more on marketing and finance, if I'm totally honest. Started my degree, I was walking around Freshers Fair, and if you hadn't noticed, I'm quite tall, quite lanky. I think it's my gangly arms, lanky legs. Obviously stood out. I went over to the rowing area where there was this guy, Alan French, you legend. Went to the rowing, got hooked, ended up probably focusing more on rowing than uni. Got my degree though, mum. Got a 2-1, didn't I? So we can say that now, but it was close. Rowing took over, best time of my life. Savage. Like, honestly, I don't know how I did it. I go into the gym now, if you haven't been, sit on the rowing machine. We used to do just like hours and hours on that machine. I go there now, if I do 1K, I'm like, whew, you're a legend. Post-uni, after all the racing, I did GB trialing. I was like, do you know what? I think I'm done with this competitiveness. I just wanna go have some fun again with sport. Was gonna move to Australia. Classic, like post-uni. I've got a degree, but I don't know what to do with it. I went to London, Regent's Park, you might have heard. Richmond Park or Regent's Park. Well, you know, north of the river, south of the river, that kind of divide. I was living in North London at the time, and I was just cycling around because there's an amazing community. Like, honestly, I know London doesn't have incredible roads and lanes and mountains and, okay, yeah, like Spain and everywhere, I'd rather live to ride my bike because it's epic. But the community in London, see, it's like outrageous. Everyone is there, 5 AM, chain gangs, like full gas. Everyone used to laugh at me because I used to wear my brother's baggy Castelli jacket and have my backpack because I used to commute straight to work. I would go ride round, jump on some guys' wheels, girls' wheels, but then would get really competitive and be like, yeah, I know you've got the latest bike with your wicked wheels, but I'm gonna go beat you. Was approached by a guy called Ian Watson. Honestly, he has encouraged so many women around London to get out there and ride their bike, to encourage racing. He was like, you should do a race. I was like, I don't want to race, I don't want to race. Did a race, it's pretty disgusting actually, when you're going full gas. Won it, then was like, ooh, quite like this. Ian was driving us around to like local races, did that. Then I actually got a bit injured, so I kind of had if I'm totally honest, probably nearly a year out of the race scene. So I'd got a taster of it and then was out of it again, and I was pretty gutted. I got a bit of a mental block about going back to it, and basically I think I was battling with whether I wanted to do competitive sport again because I could see myself getting roped into it. But then I realised maybe I am just that person. I can't not have sport in my life. And you can't fight that. So I didn't fight it. I was like, all right, I'm going back. COVID. What the hell? Can you tell I like bikes? So much so I have to work right next to it. This is actually my housemates, both our bikes. They're lovely, aren't they? But yeah, COVID came along. Oh God, this is coming across bad. Like, COVID was horrendous. But the weather, like how good was the weather? I was so tanned, got furloughed, so this is what like actual pro life is, where like you don't have to get up at 5 AM and train. I was going out, cycling in the middle of the road, not getting any abuse from cars and getting my session done at just like a normal time. It was outrageous. Then COVID, anyway, second year, there was a little bit of racing. It's more like circuit races, the National Road Race Champs, and it was at Lincoln GP. So bearing in mind the last time I did Lincoln GP, I was like proper new, so I didn't really know how it was gonna go. And I actually got in a breakaway with 8 World Tour riders. So that was pretty cool. Of airtime, and it's when you listen to it, they're like listing out, oh, Visma, you've got Canyon SRAM there, you've got, who's this girl? Lol. My name's hard to say anyway. Danny Shrewsbury, in case you didn't know. Not Strawberry. That's why I have a strawberry on my Instagram name, because basically anyone abroad can't say my surname, Shrewsbury. So they say, oh, Danielle Strawberry, and I'm like, all right, roll with it. I'm a strawberry, or anything else. Sometimes it's Snowsbury. Prefer strawberry. And good old Simon Howes, like any DS, yes, we'll keep an eye on you, but it'd be good to see some results, blah, blah, blah. Got that result, got on Cam's Basso, on my second year, but we're called Das Hansling. So that is how my cycling career started. I realised I'm waffling a lot on this video. Thought I should better give you a bit of insight about my sporting background, because I do like actually train quite hard and a lot.
So it's supposed to be racing this weekend, but I've been pretty ill this week. Just really like lethargic and tired in the season. Got Sickle Classic next week. This weekend, just going out on the gravel bike, having a bit of fun. The weather's still terrible. Don't wear a white jacket when the weather's crap. I got something on my face. Jesus! Just out in Surrey. This little gravel route. New one actually. Starts off near Isha and then like off-roading around Box Hill. It's basically Italy, apart from the mud. Guys, just got chased by dogs. Probably set new heart rates. Proper like going for me. I love dogs, but I think these are more horses, I'd say. Woo! So those guys clean my bike and then they're like, do you want to wash your face? Why? Is it dirty? I said no. What a difference a day makes. Just had a race with some e-bikers. They crack you. Woo. Not easy. Could do with engine. Shout out to Vi's Velo Lot for providing me with the mountain bike.
The next couple of weeks I'm going to be preparing for some road racing with Das Hansling. I'll also be getting off-road as much as I can on the mountain bike, on the gravel bike, and talking to you a bit about how I got into gravel racing. So stay tuned! Almost forgot to say, don't forget to like and subscribe. Did that again.